The atmosphere in the room is tense as the CEO announces a high-pressure challenge, designed to test not just intelligence but decision-making under extreme time limits. Top candidates, executives, and analysts sit ready with laptops and notes, knowing that this single task could determine their future. The rules are simple, but intimidating. Solve the problem in 10 minutes. Explain the reasoning clearly, and defend the answer. The clock starts immediately. Silence fills the space as everyone begins calculating, sketching strategies, and second-guessing their assumptions. What makes the moment even more intense is the CEO's reputation, known for setting nearly impossible tests that expose weakness, overthinking, and lack of practical judgment. Several participants hesitate, overwhelmed by the pressure and complexity. Others rush into complicated solutions that quickly fall apart. The challenge is not only about numbers or logic. It's about clarity, prioritization, and courage. Amid the stress and uncertainty, a single dad sitting quietly in the back steps forward. He doesn't panic or try to impress with jargon. His posture is steady, his expression focused. While others chase perfect technical answers, he studies the core of the problem. His calm confidence stands out in a room full of anxious competitors. People begin to notice not because he's the loudest, but because he's the most composed. This unexpected move shifts the energy in the room. The CEO watches closely, sensing that something different is about to happen, a response not built on theory alone, but on real-world thinking and lived experience. The true test is no longer just the challenge. It's the moment someone dares to answer it differently. Asterisk when it's his turn to respond. The room expects a technical explanation filled with formulas, buzzwords, and corporate language. The kind of polished answer usually heard in boardrooms and business schools. Instead, the single dad speaks in simple, direct terms. He breaks the problem down into everyday realities, focusing on impact, efficiency, and human behavior rather than abstract theory. His approach immediately feels different, grounded, practical, and actionable. He explains how similar decisions appear in daily life, managing a tight household budget, prioritizing urgent needs, solving problems quickly when there's no room for error. He connects the challenge to real situations where delay costs money, time, or trust, rather than overcomplicating the solution. He removes unnecessary steps and focuses on what actually works. Each point he makes is clear, logical, and backed by lived experience instead of memorized frameworks. Some listeners are surprised by how straightforward his method sounds at first, but as he continues, the depth becomes obvious. His reasoning covers risk control, resource allocation, and long-term sustainability, all without using complex terminology. It's the kind of wisdom built from responsibility, pressure, and accountability, not just classroom training. The CEO and the panel begin to realize that while others try to impress with complexity, this answer delivers results. It shows adaptability, emotional intelligence, and decision-making under constraint, qualities that can't always be measured on paper. His response becomes a powerful reminder. That capability is not defined only by degrees or job titles. Sometimes the sharpest strategic thinking comes from people who solve real problems every single day, quietly, consistently, and effectively. Asterisk as the single dad finishes his explanation, the room falls into an unexpected silence. The CEO, who has listened to hundreds of polished presentations and rehearsed answers over the years, pauses longer than usual. His expression shifts from mild curiosity to genuine surprise. This was not the response he anticipated. It was clearer, more practical, and more outcome-focused than most expert-level submissions. The simplicity of the solution, combined with its depth, forces everyone to reconsider their assumptions. The CEO begins asking follow-up questions, testing the logic from different angles. Each time, the single dad responds with calm reasoning and grounded examples. He doesn't become defensive or try to sound impressive. He stays honest and direct. That consistency makes his credibility even stronger. What started as a routine evaluation suddenly turns into a moment of recognition. People in the room who barely noticed him before are now fully engaged. Their perception shifts from seeing him as just another participant to viewing him as a standout thinker. The CEO acknowledges that while others offer complicated strategies, this answer focused on execution, accountability, and real-world results, the qualities that truly drive success in business. This becomes the turning point. The challenge was meant to filter candidates, but instead it reveals hidden talent. The CEO openly appreciates the insight and courage it took to answer differently under pressure. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach now come into view. A job offer, a leadership chance, or a special project role.